Hey, bald guys, you wanted more. We gave you more. With the all-new Pitbull from Skull Shaver, we gave it a more powerful motor, more blades to choose from, and a sleeker design that fits right in the palm of your hand. So you can shave anytime, anywhere, wet or dry, to get the smoothest shave possible with no nicks or cuts and be done in 90 seconds. For the best 5-minute home haircut, try our Beast Clipper for your hair and beard. Want more? Get more with the all-new Pitbull from Skull Shaver at skullshaver.com.
Ayo, 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 yeah. Swooping in a coupe, pooping on your crew, oozing on your boo, moving off the blue. Shooters doing what they do, bang it in your face, can't even relate. Caking out of state, read the license plate to say don't hate. Yeah, I need big bucks, I need a big gat tuck, I need a big truck, need a bad bitch with a big butt. Nigga with that loud, I need a big puff. I need a breather from these streets, but I can't get enough. I hit you up like Tupac, Louis slacks, Louis top, Louis to the tube socks. Need to keep the pocket rocket 22 cock. Breathing through the seasons, polish, cream and blue Crocs. I need money, green and blue blocks. I need that Ciroc paper, you know that blue dot, can't deny it. You know what I need Kaza, Sosa power, need them El Chapo dollars. I need more champagne, more hoes doing promo for my campaign. The motto is still ring, I don't feel a thing. Pill got me numb, Porsche boxes on the thing. Shit, silver like the train, let my youngin' keep the chain. I never wanted fame, I just wanted change. Having fun with your baby mama, AC drinking paint. Purple rain and a paper cup is leaking out the seam. Swooping in a coupe, hooping on your crew, oozing on your boo, grooving off the blue. Shooters doing what they do, bang it in your face, can't even relate. Caking out of state, read the license plate to say don't. Yeah, the rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to ball with the barrel to your scalp. Molly dissolved, baby took off like a rocket. Erotic massage, feel like an exotic narcotic. Sports mode, zipping in and out of lane sliding. Torso, yeah, that nigga covered like a condom. Two-tone 40 shorty, my hoodie smell like Bulgari. Style priceless, iceless, imagine when it's frosty. Dripping to the floor, the whole slipping. Falling all around, try to tell them it's going down, going down, going down.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of the Devinwade Show. I am your host, Dev Nasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mom Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Motherfucking Pop Out. And we back again, man, and you know, season 2. Of course, I always got with me
the kid, Porta Rich. What up with the people, man? Y'all already know.
And who are you? It's you announcing.
You know, the fashionista Walesca D. Y'all already know who it is, baby.
I thought we talked about this. We discussed this, trying to switch shit up. Right. But today we got a very, 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 very special guest. A legendary Philadelphia artist. I still to this day don't know where. Get it, two headed, but says she blow la la, but she's my baby mama. I don't know what the fuck it means, but we have Peedi Crakk in the motherfucking building.
Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Pleasure to be here, man. Thank you, man.
And he was wasting a lot of material off camera. I didn't want to even talk to this nigga.
We was having fun, man.
I didn't even want to talk to this nigga because I already knew he was going act up and shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get some liquor, you know what I'm saying, and everybody. What's going on over there?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm really happy to be here, man. I watched the show plenty of times. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate you. I watched the show a lot, and then just so happened you got my brother on this show, so I really was paying attention because I was real proud to see how he moving and how he be holding it. So once he hollered at me, man, I was like, yo, hell yeah, let's go, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That new joint right there, Sports Mode, yo. What's up with that joint, man?
I can turn that ringer in. I wasn't listening. Mikey said it too. I ain't even paying attention. All right, so check it. This is the weird thing about Sports Mode, man. No, we cuss on here?
Yeah, nigga, right. What?
I know, all right. What do you think, nigga? I'm just kidding.
Like, what?
No, I did that song like 5 years ago.
Okay.
That's 5 years old. And it was just in the stash. I've been recording, just working on my learning more the business and still splashing a little music out, but not really doing nothing too crazy, just doing the StateProp tour stuff throughout the past couple years and just learning the game, man, because I really want to get in the office and get behind the desk and start orchestrating it the way how I know how to, you know what I'm saying, from all of the experience I've gathered throughout the years, just other than me just being an artist. So anyway, I still got to record. I still feel creative. So that was one of the songs that I just made throughout the last couple of years, I got about like 60, 70 joints nobody ever heard. Anyway, make a long story short, I was in LA at a mansion party. A friend of mine, my man Menza, we working on a project together too. He's actually my content manager. So he's the one who got all the, he's the one who gets it placed on Spotify and all of that. He got all my mixtape placed on there, all them crack files and all of that. So he runs that. So he thought it was dope to throw a party, invite everybody to LA at a mansion, and he had the camera crew there. We drinking all night, and then just later that night, the cameraman was like, yo, what's up with this song? Yo, you want to shoot it? We can shoot it. When everybody go to sleep, we gonna shoot this joint.
Oh, that's dope.
And we shot it. And once we put it out, it started picking up, and people just started to show a response. And we was like, yo, we're gonna run with this a little bit.
Here's a real quick. I want to read a comment from, because I went to the sports mode video earlier. I was just breezing through, kind of like just checking shit out, doing a little bit of my homework. And I just want to read you this comment, because it says, and this comment really like kind of like stood out to me and wanted me to bring it to the platform. But it say, Peedi killed this. It say his flow was ahead of his time in state property. I actually think that he fits perfectly in today's new music sound. How do you feel about that comment?
The ahead of his time part, I agree with. I mean, I'll accept. I ain't gonna say I agree with, but I'll accept that. But as far as fitting in any time frame, I don't think I'm ever gonna fit in anywhere, because I've never got the urge to do what's going on around me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I try to always go left when everybody going right, and that's how I started. So I believe in the type of person I am. Whatever's going on around me, I'm always gonna go against the grain. I never fit in anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your voice was always different.
But I understand what they mean. Is because people are being more. It's open for people to do different genres of music and styles. You ain't just got to stick to one thing. So I guess we got all these different vibes out here right now.
And I kind of feel like he is kind of like saying kind of like exactly what you're saying, really, because even back then, he was hot as fucking fish grease, right?
I was just trying not to sound like the Squad, because the thing is, I couldn't believe I had got signed with Roc-A-Fella Records. I'm in the studio with Beanie Siegel, Freeway, Jay-Z. So it was a lot of pressure. And I knew that it would have took for me to be really creative and innovative and original for me to stand out, for Jay and Dame to be impressed. So I made it a mark to not rap like Beans and rap like them. So when I would sit down and create, I would really dig deep and try to think of something like that I've never heard, but that I thought I never heard before. So that's when like joints like Got to Have It, Chain Gang, Gang Bang, Let My Middle Finger Hang, Ain't Nothing Changed, My Name Peedi Crakk, Cocaine. And the one for Peedi Crakk, It's Not That Game, I'm from Philly, go by the name P. Crizzy Mac, Millie used to be with Young Freezy and a lack rolling on twins. People wanna tell me what with me, nobody but that whole thing. I just try to be creative. It was a roll of the dice. Niggas could have been like, yo, man, get that shit out of here. Or they could have been like, yo, kid, boy, dope. And luckily, niggas was like, yo, he kind of dope.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of picked up that flow a little bit, actually, like in this area, to be honest.
Yeah. So, you talking about Meek Mills?
I think everybody. I think when I used to listen to,
They say that
it's
a
real
lot.
though. It's real. It's real.
I only say that because I hear that a lot. And I be feeling bad for him. I'm like, damn, I know he is tired of hearing this shit.
Nah, but that's the nigga's nice. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes one of those things. It's that machine gun flow that you started seeing with more niggas on them DVDs and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't mind. It'll always be a pat on the back. Whoever I hear kind of mimic it or I inspired them to do it. I never feel like somebody bit it. And people will try to present it to me like that. Like, hey, Crack, boy, sound like you, man. He biting your shit, man. I'm like, what is you trying to start some shit? If you look at it, when I got signed when I was 24, that nigga was 13. So you inspired him. He didn't bite anything.
Correct.
Now, if a nigga my age sound like it, now you biting.
It's crazy. It's crazy because we spoke on this very kind of like same topic when we had Neef here. We interviewed Neef and we spoke about just the Young Chris and Jay-Z comparison. And that came up and we spoke about how like you can pick up certain things from an artist just by being influenced and being around them. And I honestly feel like Philly has like a certain kind of like style of kind of like, you know, rapping and shit like that. And now, don't get me wrong, I think all y'all so different, especially you when it comes to you. I think like just your roles, everything is distinct, is different, is which makes it like very unique. But I definitely still hear the Philly. And like when I hear you, when I hear Meek, I think it's like a certain Philly flow and Philly sound that y'all share.
I agree with you. And that take me to somebody said something on my page. I got an artist named Shy Skip, and we did a freestyle together. And we do have like we don't got similar styles of voices, but we got similar personalities. So we talk about roughly the same shit. We kind of vulgar the same way. Like we edgy. We from North. So boy, somebody on the gram was like, "Hey man, boy, he cool, but he sound kind of like you." I said, "Yeah, all my homies gonna sound a little bit like me. I sound like them. You just don't know them niggas, but we all talking shit. You gonna see that we squad.
That's the most important part right there.
I seen your comment. I seen when you told somebody that.
We gonna talk and say shit that you and your homies don't say because you don't hang around us. You know what I'm saying?" So I had to check him real quick, but nicely though, you know what I mean?
Hold on, but then see the point you made goes back though. It kind of fucks shit up because he just talked about, you know, the difference with a person like Meek, who's a kid when he did it, and Hov being older and being right around the nigga. But we're gonna slide.
I was about to say something, but I let him keep that one. I let him keep that one because I was like, yo, Hov, no, nigga, that's biting like I had said. That's biting. You ain't inspiring no 40-year-old nigga.
That's why I'm glad we got this nigga here because you heard Neef did it.
Man, I'm keeping it to the bone bristle. I ain't none of them. I mean, I ain't none of them type of niggas. Now, I know towards Neef, that's my brother. Yeah. But I ain't that type of guy, man. I speak my mind. I'm a straight shooter. So you need to ask me. You need to talk about all the greasy shit. You gonna get it tonight too. I'm off that shit.
All right, well then let's guy back a little bit because you talked about being on state property tours and stuff like that. Now recently, I saw, and this was dope for us, people that was fans of it, to see Beans be able to sit down with Oskino and do like a 2-3 part podcast joint and shit.
Oh
like
yeah, that was dope. Yeah, that was pretty dope, man.
Yeah,
I watched it. Yeah.
So it's like, I know for me, when I got friends, family members, whoever that's beefing and shit like that, people that mean a lot to me, seeing them patch shit up, like how did that feel for you to see them? You know what I mean?
It really it made me, to be honest with you, man. I was shocked, and it made me kind of check myself with when I be getting all grudgy and shit. I be like, come on, Crack. Life's short, man. And if these two people that you know how strong-minded they are, like how, you know, if he feel one type of way, he gonna feel that way, and you got to give him his space because that's just how he hold it down. Mac the same way. So when I saw them two have be enough man to put that stuff to the side, especially man, because been through a lot, man. So I don't never get upset with when I see something different when things was going on like that. I didn't see him trying to disrespect us or disrespect anybody. He just, I'm saying, had a rough ride, but he come through all of that shit. And it's inspiring to me, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's dope.
For real, like as a man, like it make you change. Cause sometimes when the world start acting harsh like that, you start acting cold like that. Remember we was just talking about that?
Yeah.
We starting cold. When the world start acting cold, it harden your shell. And you step outside with that same bullshit.
I think a lot of people only get to see your artist side. I mean, Peedi Crakk, the artist. But like you said, when it comes to, you know, them doing that, you seeing that, and that kind of like encouraging you to say, Crack, I'm going to humble myself, and I need to be a little bit more pious because you got another side.
I seen that. Yo, I know, but I seen that, and it just made me think, like, yo, get off that bullshit, man. And then to see, you know, it was sad that Freeway and both went through that tragic thing with their children, with their sons.
Yeah.
And then I saw at Freeway's son Janaza at his funeral, and tall, like 6'2" or some shit. I'm 5'7". He couldn't see me. I could see him. And then when I didn't think he saw me, but then I looked and he was coming right straight towards me. And it's the first time me and him talked in, I think, a couple years, or like a year and some change. And this was after a lot of stuff was said and everything. And he just walked up to me, man, and he just looked at me, he hugged me. And he was like, yo, man, Crack, fuck all of that shit, man. He's like, yo, I love you, man. Fuck all of that shit.
Yeah, the losses in life could definitely bring that up, man. And then y'all, I know when you're on the inside, it's hard to understand how people see it on the outside, right? Mm-hmm. So I know that y'all was kind of like smashed together, kind of, right?
Yeah.
But to the people outside that watched y'all, people would have thought y'all was like some superhero team that lived in the same mansion. Like, you gotta understand how magical that shit was to people. Like, even in my hood, it was young boys that had like what they thought was a Peedi Crakk jail letter that niggas used to pass around like it was like a real thing. Like, yo, bro, I give you this for the jail letter. Like, y'all niggas was that important. So seeing y'all come together and shit like that is real dope, just for the history of like hip hop and shit like that. Yeah, but look, people. Now, we were kind of gelled together as a group, right? But we were together for a long time, man, a lot of years. And just this is what I always present to people so they could get a better understanding. You got to think, we all got our own families at home, right? But then we getting pulled away from home and our families for months at a time. And now it's just us together now. We all in LA, all 7 of us in LA. Ain't none of my friends there to help me. My mom, nobody, brothers and sisters, nothing. So we in there cooking for each other, and it's like we really start turning into real brothers. I'm telling you. The bond get started built. Bonding strong. You know what I'm saying? And you really start getting protective about your brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we know that we had. So we got to watch out for each other. We know I'm drunk. They go like, yo, watch Crakk, man. This nigga drunk, and we out in Louisiana right now. And this nigga grab him real quick. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we was with each other. So we end this other thing too. We're part of something really big, man. And I'm super appreciative that I was even considered to even be a part of it. The shit going down in history. Mm-hmm, you know what I'm saying? But people got to understand, me and them brothers did something together that only we can understand. You know what I'm saying? I could tell my friends how it felt, but they wasn't there. But we were all there together. You know what I'm saying? And we share that, you know what I'm saying? So we did it together, you know what I'm saying? And I got a certain respect for all of them. Beanie Siegel, I got a super duper love and respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I can remember when he was at the height, I would be around him. I couldn't believe I was around Siegel, like, you know what I'm saying? But then he took a liking to me and started giving me opportunities to be on his album, on the mixtapes. And they really helped me take it there, you know what I'm saying? I can remember when nobody knew about me. And now I feel like I get a lot of love and respect, and I got a lot of credibility in the game. Besides, fuck what the masses think as far as like the industry. I just mean people. Like, it's certain, like my cult following, people show me how much they love me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I wanted in the beginning. I wanted just niggas to fuck with me and know my shit. You know what I'm saying? And now you're a part of people's life soundtrack. So it's like when you lived, when you was 21, 22, 23, whatever, it's people got memories and flip side and shit like that is playing, whether good or bad. Right. In the club, boys start shooting. This was on. The shorty that you met, that I hate when a grown nigga that look older than me tell me, yo, Crakk, yo, man, I just grew up on your shit when I was a young boy. Catching the bus to school. Stop. I said, catching the bus to school? How the fuck old is you? Right. They got a full beard. Shit going Greg, shit balling. Right. Say, yo, I used to catch the bus to school to your shit, man. That just lets you know where you at. I'm like, I ain't that fucking old, my nigga. Straight up, you must have got laid. You must have got left back a couple times. 6 times.
Nah, he probably been through some shit for real.
Niggas was 20 years old in 12th grade still.
Listen, niggas had rough lives, but they was listening to that State Property Chain Gang Volume 2.
Word. Nah, you got a crazy cult following, bro, when it comes to like, from back then.
I prefer cult following, man. Because that's where the real love at. The industry motherfuckers, you got to keep these hits rolling for them to fuck with you. I ain't put out a project or nothing in years. And we still get booked for like, we still doing tour dates. We just left Detroit. I'm still doing features on the regular. That's the cult followers, the people that just want a song with Peedi Crakk. Like, yo, I just want to have a drink before I die with this nigga Crakk on my
Somebody
project.
that had a song with you definitely before you died, Camron. That got
before
deleted. Camron. Segue. So Camron had a joint.
I'm still alive.
Camron did the joint with you. For people that don't know, this man had a joint with Cam, and I'm talking about when Cam was super popping.
Yeah, the one for Peedi Crakk. Yeah, man.
Super popping. And
Jay-Z. Take my head off the Cam, man.
And Jay-Z deleted.
Yeah, Jay-Z deleted it, man. Yo, that was wild, but it was super duper true. Cam put that shit back up. He was loving running with that little story, and I didn't know that's why he started acting funny with Jay. I didn't know that. He said, "Yo, you deleted me, so I deleted your verse."
He definitely did.
He said that.
He definitely
I said, I ain't know I had. That was
off of Old Boy. Hove jumped on Old Boy. He deleted it because he deleted it off.
I heard that, but I didn't know it was because of that.
That's the first time I heard him say that, though. But yeah, man, I was hyped to play the song because I'm on the song with Camron. Like I got Camron on the song, and no offense to the squad, but they was being real harsh on me around the time. They was already state property. I was just Lil Peedi that Dame had signed, and I'm just in the studio in baseline trying to get on the song, and they like, I don't know, man. They wasn't feeling it too much, so I was really stressed a little bit. Like, yo, I gotta bust this door down, man. Like I'm in here, but there's another door in here,
right?
And Cam was like, yo, he heard the song. He's like, yo, I want to get on that with you, man. I said, this it right here. Here we go. Got the Camron feature. With shit about to go down now.
Yeah.
What? Jay hear that John. He's like, yo, let me say, hey, yo, delete that shit. I said, what? Delete that shit.
You said that? You said
no, I didn't say nothing.
He was looking. You looked that same look.
I didn't say nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing crazy to hold at that time. You want to keep your little day job.
Right.
Yeah, man, I'm keeping my little job.
So what did you have so after that happened, did you hit Cam up and was like, yo, like.
I did. I told him, yo, I'm stuck. I'm stressing. I'm like, dang, he deleted this shit. I just don't know what to do. I'm about to fly to LA. Cam had somebody call me from the office. They like, hey, Peedi, yo, I know you about to catch your flight. Because they the people who set the flights up and shit.
Right.
So he must have called them to grab me. They're like, yeah, I know where he at. He had whatchamacall hotel. Called me. They put Cam on the phone. Yo, what's up, Crack? I said, yo, man, I got to tell you something, man.
Pause, yo, I got to adjust your mic. I want to make sure I pause, though. You know what I'm saying? No, go ahead, bro. No, I had to adjust your mic.
All right. No, he was down. That was kind of weird, though.
That's why I said pause, my nigga. Go ahead. That's why I said
I mean, where else is he going?
No, it was blocking you. Go ahead, bro. Yeah. That's what it was.
All right. So there's no need for a pause for that, man.
All right, go ahead.
All right. But I said, I gotta tell you, man, yo, man, Cam, I'm really appreciating the love. I was overwhelmed with the love he was showing. Because he called me to tell me, yo, Crack, yo, we was all talking, man. They heard the joint I did with you, man. Yo, the squad said, man, yo, if you ever, anytime you want, you come over here with the Dipset, man. We love you, man. I said, damn, man, that really touched my heart with that one, man. I said, damn, I appreciate that. I said, damn, you know what, man? Fuck it, I gotta tell you something. I wasn't gonna say nothing at first. Yo, this nigga Jay deleted your shit last night. He deleted your shit off the song, man, right there in front of everybody, man. He was like, what? I said, yeah, man. I thought he was gonna be like, man, fuck him, bitch ass nigga. He was like, yo, you know what, Crack, man? Don't even worry about that, man. Yo, just do you, Crack. Do what you gotta do. You about to get on your flight? Go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm about to meet you real quick. I gotta give you something. He had a copy. This one niggas was burning CDs. He had a copy, gave me a copy of it, and I got to hear it. And he still put it out. It's on YouTube.
Hey, Craig, do you now that you say that, because this is I ain't never know that. Did you think that when Cam like inviting you, fucking with your verse and shit, when they invited you to Dipset, did that have anything to do? Because I know later on you had like a small little friction with like Jewels. It was something with like
no, that never had nothing to do with that. No, the friction with Jewels was me drunk at this Puff Daddy party. I was tripping. I OD thinking something wasn't what it was. I was just being too fucking sensitive about the love.
You was being Magnum Brown.
I was expecting
you was
mad
on
love.
your Magnum Brown shit.
Nigga gave me a regular handshake. I was expecting all this extra shit. 'Cause we was like that.
You ain't like the regular.
He was almost Dipset.
Yeah, y'all almost Dipset.
You ain't like the regular.
Yo, I had like a little quick dap to snap off. I was expecting the embrace. So I looked at that little snap. I said, "Oh, hold up!" I said, "Hold up, man. Something funny going on."
I remember that.
I jumped the gun. Then my man put the battery in my back. My man Don P. Don P. was like, "Man, get that nigga Crack." I'm like, "Oh shit, come on, we about to do it."
So listen, I want to ask you something.
But shout out to Jewels, man. Me and him talked the other day for like an hour straight, and I thought I was looking forward for the conversation to be about the tour and us possibly doing a song to like support the tour, StateProp, Dipset, and the Locks tour situation. man, me and him start talking about the family and the kids and how to hold down the house and all of that for like an hour straight. We ain't never even talk about no rap
That's
shit.
love.
So shout out to Jewels, man. I'm happy he home, man. And that's my brother. I love him, man.
Nah, that's love. Now listen though, I want to ask you something, right? I want to cause you was with the biggest nigga in the game to this day, legendary. You know what I mean? I just feel like you was at a height where like it was about
that
to go.
I definitely wasn't ready for at all. But yeah,
okay, nah, I get
it
that.
happened too fast, too soon for me.
Right. So
Yeah.
look, with all the turbulence, after all the turbulence, the breakups, all that shit, because we just spoke the other day and we spoke about you being in a very good space, a space where you ain't been in a while.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
In a
In
long
life,
time.
in
Yeah.
life.
Word.
And you felt good about putting this new music out. You felt
Yeah.
good about just everything, you know what I mean, getting back out here.
Maybe the only reason that I'm here now, I wouldn't even have been doing this right now if I wasn't in this headspace.
Right. What did you do? What did you do and how did you get back to this space? What exactly? Because I know you went through some shit where you wasn't putting out music. You wasn't giving out no music. You wasn't doing no Peedi Crakk shit.
Right.
Like, how did you get to this?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was lost for a long time, man, like trying to figure out exactly what direction to go. I know I got a lot of different options of things that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like, niggas don't know. I'm like a major, super good cook. Like, so I was about to go to this culinary school, learn the business, and open a restaurant. I was just about to do that. But what even got me in the mind frame to even want to do that, what even just cleared my head was, and I never experienced this before, out of all my situations with girlfriends or whatever, or with my kids' mothers, I've never lived with a woman and been in like a family environment ever, unless it was home when I was a kid with my mom and my dad when they was together. But lately with my daughter and her mom, this is the first time that I've ever been in a family environment that I woke up with my daughter and actually took full responsibility as like the man of the house. You know what I mean? My baby moms previously, besides my first son mom, he's 21 now, but she was really my girlfriend. But the other baby moms after that, no disrespect to them, but we didn't really even know each other that well. You know what I'm saying? We knew each other, but we wasn't together. You know what I'm saying? We never lived together. And so I think just with this certain person and my daughter in my life and all of that, it just got my head more clear, and I don't be worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't be really worried about nothing. It give me space to focus on being creative and getting back to myself and being an artist.
Now, do you think as far as like some of the shit, some of the turbulence, some of the turmoil, do you think you with yourself, like you had to take accountability like to yourself as far as certain shit? Like, yo, I know what not to do if ever, whatever, certain shit.
Well, honestly, some people might ask me like, yo, what would you do over again or any regrets? Right. I wouldn't do anything over again, and I don't regret anything because I know for certain all of the things, the hardships, that's where the learning lesson is at. Ain't no learning and just balling and having fun. I ain't learned nothing. You might learn some dumb shit like how to open up a champagne bottle with your toe or some shit. But you ain't gonna learn no life.
Did you learn that?
Doing that
Is that what you learned?
I didn't learn that, but I'm sure niggas can learn that.
As soon
though.
as you do it, TikTok it though, it's gonna go viral.
I got you.
Right.
It's
Trending.
Yeah.
Yo, but no, you know the lesson is in the experience. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind gathering up the tools, even when things I was at my worst time, like when I was in jail. This is one time that I was like, yo, this got to be the worst time in my life. I got locked up for a gun. I was looking at 5 to 10 years, right? And they had me there at the roundhouse, and it was dirty, roaches and mice everywhere.
Poop on the walls.
Yo, and I was tired as hell. They had me in there for like 10 hours on this dirty ass cell floor. And I remember I took my boot and I turned my boot around this way, so the end flaps, so I could put my head in it and lay on the floor and lay down and sleep. And I'm like, yo, this got to be the worst fucking time of my life ever. I'm like, what
not even a cheese sandwich in sight to make the pillow.
I was fucking them cheese
Oh,
sandwiches.
No.
Yeah, they gave them in the roundhouse. I was in there.
But they used to be my pillow. When I would get locked up in Philly, that was my pillow.
I'm eating them. They're going to be a pillow on my stomach.
This most disgusting holding cell joint ever.
Hey, I ain't going to lie. Them cheese sandwiches down 8th and Rach wasn't too bad. I don't know what kind of cheese that was.
Is that when you ended up in DC in the detention center doing your time?
That last one, yeah, that was 19 months I sat in that joint.
Yeah.
So
you had me lit. That's when I flew you a letter from the county because I was in the county.
Yeah, and I sent
Crack
you one
wrote me back
yeah.
and sent me a picture.
Right.
And this is in his prime time. This is prime Peedi Crakk. No, but that is all. No, it is all because it was some real nigga shit, right? Because me and Crack, I met Crack. We had our run on the street. We both end up incarcerated, and you know how I am. I'm thinking like Crack. I'm thinking like for real. At some point, I used to think like this too good to be true because I was a fan of Peedi. You know what I mean? Besides just me meeting him and we hit it off and we became homies. Like I was a fan of him. So for me and him to hit it off like that and be really, and it was genuine. You know where he would call me. I was in like all his fucking cribs over Philly. It was nothing but love.
You, man.
So when I went to jail, flew the nigga a kite. I ain't really know. I wasn't even tripping if he ain't right back because I was like, man, that's Peedi fucking Crakk. He probably got a mail.
Nah, but I remember
list.
you was my man. You used to be moving out with us. You be riding out with us. We go somewhere here, slide over from Jersey, and mob out with me and my squad.
That's why when you say something about the jail letters, I was gonna say I had the real Peedi Crakk jail letters.
Word, we still got that.
I had the real state property letters.
We don't got it no more, do we?
I still got the picture.
Oh,
I still got the big picture.
What kind of picture was it?
It was a big. You sent me the big one. It was like a big picture. It was like a 12 by 12. You had on the Sixers jersey that say Philadelphia. You had the low cut with the waves with the little goatee.
What else?
think I remember.
No, be honest, what was the real picture?
I got the picture.
I was too descriptive.
I'm gonna wait till a throwback Thursday. Think I'm gonna hit you with the picture like when me and my man used to be behind a can flying them kites out.
Put that drain out there.
You
Now,
dig?
if you was running around with this nigga, I know it had to be some troubled moments or something like that.
No. We really never got. We had a lot of fun. I can't think of not one time we got in some bullshit anywhere.
I can't think of not one time we got into it, but every time we was ready. Now listen, I wouldn't know for real. That got to be known because when I
you directed that shit over
listen,
there,
when I
too.
first met Crack, this would really like hit it off, right? Shout to DJ Ant Live. Shout to DJ Ant Live.
Hell
my
yeah.
nigga, you know what I mean? Get better, bro. You know we love you.
Definitely love you, Live.
And listen, Live calls me. He like, yo, he had my brother's studio at Teflon Studios. He done bumped into Peedi Crakk. Now, mind you, Peedi already kind of like getting on fire. Like, I think that was right after they heard you. I believe they said they heard you on the mixtape and they wanted to fly you out. Dame and them flew you out as soon as they heard your verse on a certain record.
How many
or something.
niggas gonna ride for me?
Right.
I think was that joint. Yeah.
Right. So after that, next you know, I'm like, oh, this nigga from Philly on fire. Any little Spanish nigga, you know, half and half, but I'm still just loving the Puerto Rican side. Like, okay, he got Puerto Rican, did he? Let's go.
Right.
So the Ant calls me. And when I go around the corner, I'm like, Peedi Crakk. I'm like, nigga, I'm out. I start getting my shit together, go right around the corner. Long story short, we hit it off instantly. We was kicking it regular, but when we really hit it off, and it's some kind of like some negative shit, but we was both on negative shit.
Oh, we
so
was smoking?
No. It wasn't we was smoking. But smoking was like, it was when Crack wanted to drink, and it was like 1 a.m. Crack said, yo, is there anywhere we could get a drink at? And I said, Crack, I said, they not gonna let us walk out with no bottle out here because of the time. I said, but it's spots that we could go in and drink if you comfy. And Crack said, Rich, I'm good with going anywhere long as I could take this with me. And Crack pulled out the little tray
Like the
8,
little BB
little
gun.
tray 8 with like the black tape, right? Little black tape. So I'm like, oh, this is how I
Yeah,
moved
you was living,
all
yeah.
my life in Camden, like a little, just ready, protected little guy. So I'm
guy.
like, oh, you fucking right.
Pull the water gun
I'm like, we out, nigga. We go right to Luby's. You know what Luby's is. Look, every Camden nigga know what Luby's and Bez is. Like, you definitely know you go in there. It's risky business.
Risky business.
You ain't, listen, my whole thing was, you just reminded me of a regular, that's why Philly, Camden, Chicago, all these different ghettos,
funny.
bro, it be all the same shit, because he reminded me of one of us. He was like, yo, I'll go anywhere you want to go, Porter, as long as I can get my shit with me, and I
Word.
respected it.
I was just a little loose little dude, man. I had a bunch of bad influences around me, and I always grew up kind of admiring that type of persona from my dad and my brothers. And my dad was a serious kind of dude, so he used to always take me in the basement and we teach me how to shoot shit in the basement when I was like 7, 8. Then my brothers would do the same shit. So when I got out there to get out on my own, like 17, 18. I was already comfortable with the shit. And then I started running into other friends that was kind of like me. My man Five was like me. And my Uncle Reese would have a house full of crazy niggas. So I just started gravitating to the bullshit, but it kind of fueled the raps too. It kind of fueled the attitude to the raps.
The Mac Go Ring still
All
crazy.
The Mac Go Ring.
When did you first make the Mac Go Ring?
That's the thing. That's what I realized, that the raps was mad violent, right? I kind of chilled out on the super violent rap shit. But then it was all violence. But now that I listen back to it, they were so melodic. The flows were so melodic that it would make you ignore the content.
Yeah.
If you listen to any of them joints that niggas like of mine, like the one for Peedi Crakk or Got to Have It, a Fall Back, all of the content is just all some ratchet shit. But it's the flows, you know what I'm saying? Because it sound like I'm having fun on it, but I'm really talking about robberies and shit.
Yeah. People knew.
I honestly think that that's what really like made you so great, bro. And that's what separated you from so many people when you able to do like, sperm running off in a Gucci, ring the alarm, another hater's dying, like all that different shit, like from your flows to like your melodies and all that shit, bro. I think that's what made you great. And like you said, don't get me wrong, State Property was all that. Everybody was different. Niggas had different voices. But like you said, a lot of people was like, the rapping was really like, I don't want to say basic, but it was like each person's rapping. You know what I mean? It was just like rap, normal rap, niggas flowing. When you come with it and you start like using like your accents, certain shit that only you possess.
It was the pauses too, the weird part. It was like all of that type
crazy.
of shit.
Know what I think though too? As a kid, my dad Rican, my mom black, so my pop was one of them type of Puerto Ricans. He didn't listen to Spanish music that much. He listened to rock and roll because he had a bunch of white homies and they would work on cars and shit like that. So he just hit my dad from that era. My dad was from that old rock 60s, 70s era. So I would hear a lot of rock songs in the basement, Billy Joel and just dope rock songs, you know what I mean? And then I would go to my grandma's house and I hear Mad L. DeBarge and Tina Marie and Luther and all of that shit. So that combination of them different type of sounds had my ears open. That's why I'm able to be so versatile and I could do a song like, Que linde, ma? You're like a limbe, ma? And it don't seem awkward, you know what I'm saying? And then the next song would be, I hear them bitches yelling crack. He fucking from the... I'm still the same dude until I could go each way and I don't feel uncomfortable with it. So I started in the game like that. It don't feel weird to the public. Like I thought about like, what if, like, you see how hard Beans shit is and how much we loved him for that hard street shit. Mm-hmm. But if tomorrow Beans was like, get lean de man, you're like, we're like, yo, bro, what the fuck is you?
Right.
Because, and this ain't no disrespect to him, but it just made me think like, yo, he stayed in his lane. But I played around with the different lanes. So I guess it's to be expected from me. Like it's not crazy to hear me get on that.
I think it all happens for a reason. I think Mac is perfect as the bully with his grimy, his gully, like how he did it and just how it panned out. I think you are who you supposed to be.
Right. And I never get too grimy though. I just get like sneaky and it get crazy, but it get like a sneaky crazy.
What was the Beanie Siegel mixtape that I shot you, your bitch ass nigga mixtape? What was that?
That was the Public Enemy #1.
I think y'all had a scenario joint on there. Nigga, yeah. We used to ride around. Me and my nigga Stambo used to ride around.
The Kiss My Ring or Kiss That Thing. Not the one between the legs, the one containing the lead. Ring, ring, you dead. Shop closed. Only thing open is the casket door.
That was our shit. That was our shit.
And is it true? Just so I want to make sure I'm on my facts with Crack and the Crack history. And is the verse that got you signed, the verse that got you flew out to Dame, was it the one that where you were saying something like you mentioned your real name, Pedro Tequila, and a Vega Marada, or
yeah, I think that is.
And my homie's a writer, or
yeah, that is it. That's how many niggas gonna ride for me with me, Emilio Sparks, and Oskino.
Yeah,
these Tony the Tiger haters acting courageous. I'm not only a writer, I play the block like some gators, and my homie a rider. He treat the district like picnics with some juice in a sandwich. My management handle business, and I'm loose with the cannon. Yeah, I was like 20, I think.
Overs was crazy on that too.
Overs was crazy. Now let me straighten this out. Big shout out to Oskino, man, because look, I can remember back in the day, our old heads, we was the artists, right? We was the rappers. Me and Free and our squad, then Oskino Sparks and they squad. And our old heads used to get money together and be together. So they would bring all their little rap artists together and make them battle kind of like. So they put us in front of Oskino and Sparks and them. Me and Freeway always would have a lot of raps because I used to write like 5 raps a day. Freeway would write too, but Free could come off the top. Sometimes he ain't even got to write. So Oskino would be writing his ass off too. He write a lot of raps. So anyway, we all rapping for a long time and it boiled down to me and O because I got so many raps. He couldn't burn me out. So he kind of had respect for me. So I see him later. We dapped it up, but I see him later on South Street. He's like, yo, that's the little Rican boy from Champ Crib.
Yeah.
He's like, give me your number, man. I want to do a song with you, man. And I was like, oh shit, that's Oskino. I heard he with Roc-A-Fella. He with the Black Friday shit. With Deacon them niggas.
He was there first before everybody?
No, him and Sparks, they had a group together. They was the Hitmen.
Okay.
Roc-A-Fella was calling them the Hitmen or something like that. I might be wrong with the details, but I know that was before the State Property shit, right before State Property.
Is that the song y'all end up doing when he took your number? The freestyle?
Yeah. That wasn't a freestyle, it was an actual song.
Okay.
So he called me. He kept his word. I gave him my number. He called me. I told my management had a studio in South Philly. I gave him the address. He came down. We got busy, and it was this kid named Young Grant from South Philly that was Beans' artist. I think O like fucking with all the young bulls before they get the popping. He's just like he could see something in them before they rock. Like how he seen something in Meek and a lot of rappers. Maybe even myself, you know what I'm saying? So I did the verse with him. Then we put Grant on the song. Grant got killed like 2 weeks later. The young boy got killed. So we was like, yo, we want to push the song, but Grant gone. So we put Sparks on it. When we put Sparks on it, they let Dame hear it. I was still in North Philly selling weed in front of the bar on 4th and Norris.
Gotcha.
I'm watching these niggas on TV, and they got the first movie out. Niggas playing the mixtape, the Hot 97 shit everywhere, Funk Flex. Remember, they was killing that shit up there. So Sparks called me one day. He like, yo, I let Dame hear it. He want to meet you. If you could get a flight out here, come out here. I'm going to introduce you to him. And I told the management that, and the management, my man, Louis Farlow, he had that paper. He still got that paper. Probably way more paper than ever now. Yeah, that paper back then, beachfront houses and shit.
Oh, okay.
So he's even crazier now. But he called me right back. He's like, yo, I'm about to come get you. I booked your flight. Come pack your bag. And I've never been on a plane before. That was my first time on a plane. He put me on a plane by myself. Like, go. Gave me like $500. Like, go. Go handle that shit. And I'm going to be out there. Go talk to them niggas, spit, kill that shit. I just had my nuts in my hand. I just said, fuck it. I just went. Got on the plane and just went. And I caught a cab to where they was at. They out there, they living it. I go out there, I'm straight from North Philly. I got jeans, a tee, some Timbs on. Probably was woofing. Right. But Sparks got the tone, sandals on his toes.
Yeah.
Fucking holding the wine glass under this shit like this, like a, what they call that shit? They call them shits, them fancy glasses. I forgot. That's a weird ass
Goblet.
name. A goblet.
Yeah, it's like
This man got a fucking goblet in his hand.
Goblet.
Good luck. Like,
I got you.
They got the big goggles on, got his shirt all ripped open like Tony Montana. Yo, what's up, Pedro? Come on, baby. I'm like, oh shit, these niggas is really out here in Miami. I'm in Miami. I've never been to Miami. I see Miami on Miami Vice.
Right, now you seeing
TV.
palm trees and shit straight from the hood.
I'm smelling it. It's hot as shit. I see 10 motherfuckers, 10, ripped up. Old dude like 70, ripped up, walking around. I said, oh, this is it out here. The drop top Ferrari, never seen that before in real life. So later that night, they was like, yo, come on, we going to the studio, Dame there. And I swear, we went to the studio, probably was there for like 20 minutes. And I'm talking to Sparks. I see Dame come over to me, and he took me in the hallway. He's like, yo, let me holler at you in the hallway, bro. And that was it. That was after that. He's like, yo, you with me, man. That's it.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so you signed immediately, or they sent the paperwork over to your lawyer? And
No, right then and there, he's like, yo, you got a lawyer? I said, no. He's like, yo, get a lawyer. Take my number down. Took his number down. He's like, yo, had some fun out here. Welcome to Roc-A-Fella, and just walked away from me. And I'm just standing in the hallway like stuck. So mind you, this is something I've been trying to do since I was like 12. I was like 21 or 22 at the time. All these years I've been through talent shows and showcases and groups and battles and shit, trying to get this shit. This shit just happened to me like instantaneously as soon as I got out here. I feel like I'm in a dream and shit. I go in the bathroom. I call my aunt Net. She the one who used to take me to all these talent shows and buy me sneakers and sweatsuits. I say, Net, you ain't gonna believe this shit. Nobody even know I left yet. I just left last night or just bounced. I call home. She, where you at? I'm in Miami. She's like, no, you not. I said, yo, I swear to God, I just met Dame Dash. He signed me to RocAfella. She said, get the fuck out of here. I said, I swear to God, man.
And that's a crazy one for somebody to have to believe, though.
I said, yo, I swear to God, I ain't lying to you. I'm out here right now. We at the pool house. We at the Circle House. So anyway, I stay out there for like a week. And like 2 weeks later, I got the lawyer. I got Bernie Resnick. Everybody know Burn.
Yeah, exactly.
Burn that nigga. Burn was my lawyer for like almost the whole duration of that RocAfella shit. That was like 10 years, 12 years with me. Got Bernie. He was looking over contracts, looking at something that he liked, canceling shit out, adding shit, negotiating. And then they finally sent the right joint, and they signed me. I think $600, $600,000, and I get 60%. He was like, yo, come down, man. Come get this check, man, and sign this paper. And that was it. That was it.
I know that was magical. Nigga.
I remember one time you came home from jail, and I came. I think they was having something in New York at up Manhattan somewhere, and I went up there to go see you, and I ended up back at the hotel. Where like everybody
some big booty
was
freaks in there.
Nah, it was just it was a sausage fest.
Anytime a nigga say something about a hotel, you always think it's with right?
This night, unfortunately, even though we had a lot of nights with the big booty joints,
you was let down though.
Yeah, this night was a sausage fest. It was all big.
Nigga was not feeling me that night.
No, it wasn't even like that. No, you just came home. I wasn't tripping. You just came home. I came to just see my nigga who just touched.
But yo, if I was you, I would just assume some hoes gonna be there.
I kind of did.
There gotta be a hoe or two.
But I wasn't mad at who was there because it was all of like RocAfella, some of RocAfella like
so
people. It was like Big Face Gary.
Yeah, it was still a festive.
It was Chris and Neef. It was you.
No. This is the thing. We don't almost say hoes like we want them there because we want them. Sometimes we just like to have them in the vicinity. It make you feel good. It keeps the environment fly. Nobody want to see a bunch of niggas everywhere, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes I used to just want a chick in the studio just to be there and chilling and drinking. Like, yo, you cool? Because it inspires me. Because now I'm going to go hard. I'm going to talk that shit. I don't need a bunch of niggas smoking and drawing all up. That's not my style. You know what I'm saying? I'm for the chicks. My shit was, at the time, I was really going hard for the
ladies.
Right.
You definitely were.
But that night was still legendary, and I was just surprised at how, because before you came home, Flipside had already came out. Flipside was crazy. This when we was I'm running around doing the shows with you at Flow, different and this shit is crazy. I told them that some of my homies used to, I'll bring a homie or two out, and I told them it was one time where my homie was on stage with us, and my homie like this, my homie throwing up the rock side, he like this.
Right.
Like these.
He all in it. He part of the gang now,
But listen, Crack made niggas feel like that. Right. Remember, I had one of my little homies, Jay Ruichiker. You love Jay. You fell in love with Jay. You gave Jay the RocAfella dog tag, the towel, all this shit at your crib, and he never
was feeling his vibe, man.
Man, listen, that little nigga love you. God bless his soul. He passed.
Damn,
God bless his soul. He passed.
Damn, but
no
he
bullshit.
fucked with me though.
He
right?
was in love with Peedi Crakk forever for that. From
Appreciate
you just being,
that.
down to earth.
That's what's up, man.
Oh man, we gotta do something that's tradition on this show.
What's up?
It's called I'm gonna let him go last, so he got time to think. You know what I'm saying?
Can we get some, baby? I just need a little ice, and I kind of do like half and half for this and the.
You want some champ with it? You want some champ with it? You want your
Yeah, you know what?
some champagne for the brother, man.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's pop the bubbly. Yeah, I'll still finish that.
We gotta treat our
though.
legends the right way, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
We gonna do a was hot, now it's not. That's where we talk about something that was popping before, now it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna first throw it to Walesca D. Was hot, now it's not. What you got?
So the other day is a little story behind it.
Okay,
So the
do
other
it.
day, I was driving and my friend was like, you know what? I don't want to tint my car. Like, I don't want to put tint on my car no more. And I was just like, why not? You normally get tint on a car. He's like, I just think it's just not in no more. And I was like, what was hot was when niggas used to get tint all the way to the front windshield. And he was like, I can't get that. And he getting older.
Yeah.
He like, I can't even see at night.
Word.
He's like, I can't even
I can't see.
He's like, so you know what? I can't even do tent. So I just think tent is just not it anymore. Like,
I really wish other people would stop. I won't do it myself. And I'm like, yo, ain't we got a law against this shit?
Right.
Because I don't like niggas pulling up on me with all
You
that
can't
shit.
see nothing.
Nigga be all up on your shit. I'm like, yo, you could clearly see me. My shit is fishbowled out. What if this nigga really fucking hates me or something? This shit ain't cool.
Nah, really, I don't play no tent. I don't fuck with no
Me
tent.
neither,
for
man.
that same reason.
But I thought the cops don't like that.
They don't.
He on his Karen shit.
Right?
I'm snitching, man.
Nah, they got cards. They got cards where you can say you can make up shit and they legalize you to have it.
I think we need a new what's with your eyes?
Yeah, say the sun fucking with you, give you break out your skin.
Damn, for
Sun
real?
rays,
I
yeah.
didn't
That's
know
how
that
I got.
shit was
That's
real.
how I got mine, and I don't even use it. I still ain't get tent.
Damn.
That's
Porta
right.
Rich was hot, now it's not.
Was hot, now it's not. I'm gonna say, and I think we mentioned this on the show before, but we ain't make it as a was hot, and now it's not. And I'm about to make it hot again because I be getting tired of certain shit. But I like when we used to be able to go ahead and radio used to be different. Radio used to be just airing shit out, and we used to actually, everybody used to be like a baby DJ. Used to actually could make your own mixtape off listening to like the radio.
Right.
I remember when that was hot, when niggas had to have a little cassette, be by the radio, waiting for your joint to come on, some
Word.
old crazy shit that you've been waiting
Pressing
for.
play and
you
record.
press record real quick to make sure you catch it. And then it might take you 2 weeks to make a mixtape.
Right.
Because you had to wait for these
Word.
certain records to
Yup.
get played.
Word.
And I just remember when everybody had that. I think that kind of like helped, for real, create some of our first pioneer DJs. Because I think everybody used to do it in their own house, at their own home. And I think some smart guys, DJs, eventually started taking it to a bigger level and just another level with it.
Nah,
I
that's
was making
official.
them tapes.
That's official. Everybody was, bro. Everybody
making
made
them
those
tapes.
tapes. Everybody made those tapes. My was hot, now it's not is bitches lying about sucking dick.
Oh, man.
Listen, look, back in the day, all chicks in our era used to say they didn't suck dick.
Right.
But in today's time, they own that shit.
Yo, word.
They tell you
Yo. It's kind of opposite. Like a bitch won't say she don't suck no dick now.
Exactly.
She do not want you to know that about
for
her.
real,
Like,
growing up, every chick said, I do not do
Word.
that. And if they topped you off, they always held your gun in their hands and said, I don't normally
Why
do
y'all looking
that.
at us? Why are you looking at us?
Yeah, they would.
In the eyes.
They would say, I don't normally do this. And you be like, sure you don't.
Exactly. But nowadays,
Continue.
it's been embraced. I think.
Nah, that's real. No, that's real.
I think that was hot back then, and now it's not. It's hot now to just like chicks is gonna tell you they're
I
gonna
forgot about the I don't do this. I with the gat in the hair. I don't normally do this. Of course not.
Exactly. And sometimes people,
Carry on.
some people like that for their own ego. For their own ego, some people like that. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you getting topped off, and you like, she didn't even say she don't normally do this. Like, what the fuck?
Word.
Like, you wanted to
Did you
hear.
say the Grimlock monster in there?
What is it, a Gawk 2000? It's called the Gawk 2000.
Gog 2021 down there.
Nah, that's real shit.
Yo.
Little
Wait,
monster.
you've ever been grapefruited?
Hold on, wait.
No, I almost did though.
Hold on,
You talking
explain.
about with the actual fruit?
Yeah, they take the, okay.
A chick had one ready, but we didn't even get to it.
Hold
It
on,
was out.
hold on.
It
Go
was
ahead.
out waiting.
When I was younger, don't ask me why. But yeah, you cut the slice, the center out of the grapefruit. You cut a little slit in it with a little hole, and you put it around.
No.
And just like,
Bro, I heard about that. And look, a chick,
I know you heard
a
about
chick
it.
invited me over and had all the shit set up for me. And I was like, yo, why did you
She
cut
had
the
cucumbers,
grapefruit like that?
bananas.
I said, why did you cut the fruit like that? It had the hole in it. She was like, you'll see.
Hold
we
on, the
never even got
citrus,
to
the
that
citrus
shit.
don't get in the hole and burn your hole.
I mean, there's something wrong with your hole.
Yo, it's like I don't know if I want
I think the hole is pretty citrus resistant.
I don't know, nigga.
Yeah, I
So
think
I
you
feel
cool,
like it would
man.
hurt if like there was some friction. Like,
I think your mouth is covering the hole.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
This
make
whole
sure
I
you
never
know.
heard of
Yeah.
grapefruit shit before.
no,
Yo, I
that shit
missed
went
out on that
viral.
one,
Yeah,
though.
no,
shit-
Peedi, a freaky Puerto Rican nigga.
I didn't catch it, though. I didn't get it.
The video at the end.
Yeah, no, that shit is viral. It's a lady that went viral with that whole grapefruit, pineapple, all that shit.
Yeah, that's kind of disturbing.
Listen, then the nigga went viral with the peach. Nigga was showing the Jones how he do.
Now let's get a was hot, now it's not from Peedi Crakk, yo.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking? Yo, that was hot to me, but it's definitely not anymore. Like this why I'm gonna tell you this why it was hot first. It was hot because I didn't have nothing else to do back then. But I was living in my grandma's house, smoking, chilling, going to school. Fucking with a lot of bitches was hot.
I say masturbation, aren't you?
No.
That's always gonna be hot.
Fucking with a lot of
Still on
chicks.
fire.
Fucking with a lot of chicks was hot back then. Like having a lot of chicks. Like having a lot, how as many as you can get was the shit. Like
100%.
Like if you could get 100, you would be like, yo, I got 100 girls.
Yeah.
Now it's not hot no more. A bunch of chicks calling your phone, you got way too much shit to do.
For real.
They should know that if you out here living that kind of life, like, yo, this nigga's thinking a player. But I'm not. I don't got time for that kind of shit. So you gotta kind of, that's not hot to me no more, man.
Ah, that's real.
This is the
Shout out
grown
to
new,
him for
new
saying
grown
that.
That's not
Peedi
hot,
Crakk.
man. Cause I gotta like value my time. I got shit to do. I gotta put the time in with my work, put the time in with my family, my daughter, and I need time on myself personally. I gotta go sit and write. Sometimes I gotta go get a dark hotel room just to go write. Just to get away from motherfuckers.
Yeah, got too much shit
Straight
going
up.
on.
Man, listen, I tried to.
No. Did you hear what she said? She said it sounds like you need a vacation spot, but that's not what she mean. What she
trying
said.
to
No, we were talking about, it was a previous episode.
She's somebody's
Hey.
vacation.
Oh shit. Oh,
No,
interesting.
listen, no bullshit though. I think that comes from like just growth, bro, maturity. Because I feel that I used to be like ripping and running, hoes on deck, all that the fun shit.
That's not hot no more.
It's too much now.
Know what else too
Take
is
too
hot
much.
that's not so hot no more at my age? Like getting really fucked up. Remember getting fucked up, like, yo, I'm fucked up. Because I can't do that. I got to wake up tomorrow and work. I got shit to do.
It still happens to us sometimes.
You mean fucked up like the time I was fucked up at your house and you had to take my keys?
Yeah,
like that night when I was drooling,
That can't
watching
be
the
hot.
camera. We done got high. I done dipped into one of crack because we had our little vices, our little twists,
Right.
and now mind you. I used to fuck with like the little leak hair. I was a little Philly fucking with my wet, right? And Crack and them, they Philly. These niggas from Philly, they pioneered the shit. So Crack and them come from they come from the Sherm stick shit, right? Now, mind you, my first time ever trying the Sherm stick, I almost blew myself up. I almost set my whole self on fire because I didn't even know how to fucking do this shit, right? But this night, rest in peace, Tommy Hill. Tommy Hill was in the building. A bunch of all I know. It's crazy because all I know is I remember getting high.
I can remember that night. You did have a rough ride that night.
I remember just watching the DVD, right? I'm looking at a DVD with Tommy Hill and a couple other people. We just watching this DVD. I had just hit the Sherm. I started drooling. While I was watching the DVD, it was like drool. I was like, I don't like drool. Like, it was like weird. And, I was high.
I had to take his keys because he was trying to leave the house. He's like, yo, I'm good.
And Crack, that's when I knew. That's when it certified, even though I already knew, but that shit just, I knew my brother was my brother and I knew he was a good soul because he was like, Rich, I'm not letting you drive up out of here. And the only thing I remember, look, this is my last view was this. My last view was Crack like, Rich, you all right? I got your keys, you can't leave, you gonna stay? I'm like, yeah. And I see Crack walk off, open the door, and I see like the Asian joint, Cambodian joint. She bad as fuck come out the bathroom with just a towel on. Crack like, I'm gonna see you in the morning. I'm still drooling like, you leaving me with that?
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, nigga. I'm like, you leaving me. I'm like, I can't. It's crazy because if I wanted to partake, I couldn't. I still could. I was too motherfucking high. But that's all I remember. I said, my nigga done dipped it there with the centerfold, and I'm out here high as a motherfucker.
Cambodian centerfold, huh?
Yeah, no bullshit.
Listen, we always got to bring the wheel
Wheel of
out.
Fame.
We'll take it.
Put your arm in it, baby.
Twerk brain!
Let me see it through back door. Let me see it through back door. Listen, y'all. This has been another episode of the Devinwade Show. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next week with all new joints. I want to thank Porta Rich. I want to thank Walesca D. I want to thank our nasty girls. And of course, I want to thank the man of the hour, Peedi Crakk over here. We'll see y'all next week.
Oh, man, this thing loose. This thing like Sonic. This thing bucks racks. We got bucks racks.
No, but what's it on?
What are you talking
Shake on
about?
Peedi Crakk.
Shake your crack on crack.
You're lucky it didn't land on, or you would have had butts on your face.
I couldn't afford that one.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it worked out well.
I told you should have spun it.
Put your, I didn't even read that. That's crazy.
It actually landed on.
We was $1
It
away
said,
from shake
put
your
your
crack
crack
on
on
crack.
Damn, yeah, that definitely would have got me in some shit.